What's up, everybody? My name is Tyler Silva. Welcome to a That's the first one I've ever messed up. Episode 20. All right. What's up, everybody? My name is Tyler Silva. Welcome to another episode of The Rundown with Silva. Today, my guest is a very new friend of mine who I've become pretty attached to. I'm not going to lie. Give it up for my man, Izzy, from My New Addiction. Woo. What's up, buddy?
What's up, man?
Dude, cheers. Thanks for finally making this happen. It's really my fault, but...
No.
Yeah, I know we've been going back and forth since I last saw you when you were playing at Starlight Lounge.
Starlight Lounge.
That was the first time I saw you, and I fell in love with you guys.
Yeah, man, that was a fun show. We had a good time. The crowd seemed like they were really into it.
Yeah, you guys brought out a pretty big crowd, too. Like, you guys definitely got a little cult going on, for sure.
I think the guy said we brought out 64 people, something like that.
Which is fantastic for, like, these shows coming back right now.
Oh, yeah.
And, like, for the Starlight Lounge, too. Like, it was a newer venue before everything had shut down.
Yeah.
And then, like, for them to really strive on and you guys to come out and do that, that's fucking awesome, dude. That's so dope.
Yeah, dude, we had a good time. We played there once before, back like maybe 4 years ago. We played there, and it was like nothing to what it is now.
Oh, yeah. We played there, man, probably 3 years ago or something like that when it was like first popped up.
Oh, yeah.
I played there with my band Rundown roommates, and it looks a lot different now. It's got a whole different vibe for sure. But it's a cool little place, especially since it's like in Glendale over here, like local.
Yeah, I like these Glendale shows because this is just where I grew up. I went to Apollo, and I went to off of 47th and Northern right there.
Yeah.
So this area is kind of somewhere I have a lot of friends. I have a lot of people I know. So like when I get to play out here, that's fucking sick.
It's your stomping grounds for sure. Yeah,
like,
that's what's up, dude. I didn't know that. So tell us a little bit about the band, like your role, who's in it, what everyone else's role is. Like, just let's talk about the band for a minute, because not a lot of I had just heard of you when, I showed up to the show to see my buddy's band, and it was fucking awesome to see you guys. I was like, holy shit, like, look at these guys.
Dude, it was such a big compliment when I was talking to you at that show, and you were like so stoked to see us for the first time, and you're like, dude, you guys are fucking awesome. I was like, man, thank you.
Dude, you guys are great, man.
Well, I'm Izzy. Obviously, I play rhythm guitar. I write majority of the songs. I write all the lyrics for the most part, and I sing. I'm the lead singer. I have my guitarist Bryson Ray. He shreds, dude.
Dude, guy was killer. Guy was absolutely killer.
He's just such a metalhead,
Yeah, shredding.
Yeah, he's just a Megadeth, fucking Metallica heavy riffer, and it goes nice with my little pop punk style.
Yeah.
My drummer Wyatt Haynes, I've known that guy forever. He was a lead snare back in high school in Moon Valley.
Oh, no shit.
Even before he played set, he never played set until after high school.
Really?
Yeah, he just fucking played.
That's insane. So like going from snare to like full kit.
Yeah, he was like, I want to do it. He told me after high school, he's like, I want to go to kit. He's like, I want to fucking do it. Let's start doing some music. And I was like, let's fucking do it. Because we were jamming before. Like I'd known him since I was 12, dude.
Oh, okay. So that's your boy.
That's my boy. Like, we're best friends. I'm his best man in his wedding coming up.
Dude, hell yeah. That's what's up. Congratulations to him. Shout out.
Fuck yeah.
Dude, fuck yeah.
But he switched from snare to set. He plays piano. He was like really big into piano, so he could read music really well.
Nice.
He's like the smartest musician in the band because I can't read music for shit.
When I first started playing guitar when I was 11, I could read music. And because like, you're teaching. And like, if you were to ask me now, it's out the fucking window.
I learned the old pentatonic scale.
Dude, I play off the pentatonic so much. It's like almost embarrassing.
It's my bread and butter.
Yeah.
That's why I have a lead guitar.
Dude.
Then my bassist, Nelson Benitez.
Dude, he has got some fucking vocals behind him.
Oh, dude, I can't do anything without that guy.
Like, that dude's a monster.
I write my songs around his screams now because his screams are so powerful.
Dude,
like,
they're fucking strong. He's a pretty big dude too.
Yeah, he's a black belt in Taekwondo and a purple belt in Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu.
Jesus Christ, so he's a fucking monster.
He's just a fucking monster. I'm just waiting for someone to say something to fucking him when we're at a bar all drunk and shit.
Dude, oh man. That's awesome. So how long have you guys been this regiment?
Well, so we started the band. It was originally me, Wyatt, Bryson, and I had another bassist named Nick. And Nick and us, we jammed for like a good 6 months. I had another singer too. I had a singer named Ray. back in the day. So
Oh,
I
okay.
wasn't even the singer. I didn't want to be the singer. This is my first band like lead singing in.
Really?
Yeah, I've never lead sing before.
Holy shit.
Never a lead singer. Yeah. Now it's like I got thrown into the fucking lion's den and had to like deal with all the criticism at first.
Like the biggest one is just like be louder.
Like project and how to controlling the voice was like my hardest thing to start getting used to.
yeah.
Because I've always played guitar and sang just acoustically, like for fun, for shits and gigs with my older brother.
Right.
But to be a singer of a band that's a metal band or like a pop punk band where it's loud as shit and everybody's going, it's a whole different thing.
Dude, and your tone is so sick for the style of music that you do because, like, I think it's extremely unique, you know, because you guys are kind of like this pop punk metal, like, you know, like it's this really heavy shit with some pop punk influence. You know what I mean?
Oh yeah, that just goes back to fucking Bryson loves Megadeth and I'm just Blink-182.
So you know you Bryson, right?
Yeah, Bryson.
Yeah. So he's all into this really heavy metal shit. And then what influences like are behind you when you like are just writing or like what you do now? Like
I'm a big influence off of Pierce the Veil. Pierce the Veil is like my favorite band right now. They've been for a while, but I love Pierce the Veil. I love Beartooth. Motley Crue's my like number one band.
Fuck
dude.
yeah, dude.
Motley Crue was my band.
every time I fucking hear Motley Crue, I want to do cocaine. Like it's so hard. Like
It just gets me hyped. I'm gonna fucking down it.
yeah. Dude, fuck yeah. So Motley Crue, Pierce the Veil.
Beartooth. I loved Scary Kids, Scaring Kids. I don't know if you're familiar with them. They're an old local band.
Oh, okay. These guys know 'em.
Scary Kids, Scaring Kids.
CJ
man.
and Austin
I
know 'em.
fucking love SKSK.
That was the intro to that shit.
Yeah.
That kind of like
That's what I stepped-
post-hardcore.
that's what I stepped into back in the day.
Austin is, for anyone that can't hear, Austin is just going nuts over here that he loves this band, Scaring Kids, Scaring Kids.
Back for a second, I'm like, what?
A huge Scary Kids, Scaring. I don't know if you guys are familiar with this band. I'm gonna say next, Emmanuel. I'm a huge Emmanuel fan. They're an old like pop punk fucking post-hardcore band. Really unique style. If you haven't checked them out, I mean they're not together anymore, but their music is sick as fuck.
Another good band that's fucking not together anymore as pop punk is like the Swellers. I was my CJ over here. He fucking got me into the Swellers pretty hard. Like the last year and a half, 2 years. They're great. Yeah.
Not familiar. Got to check them
Oh,
out.
dude, they're fantastic. They're not a band anymore either. Sorry. But dude, they're fucking really good. We'll have to check them out off mic and shit like that because they're fantastic.
Yeah, I love hearing fucking like new bands like that, dude. To just kind of give me a new perspective. Like that's all I ever want is new perspectives on music.
Dude, absolutely. And like it's in the punk scene that I'm in, like there are so many fucking punk bands. And so like when someone's like, have you heard this band? I'm like, no, like what? They've been around forever. I'm like, dude, you know how many fucking punk bands there are? Like,
You know how many punk bands been around forever?
yeah, like it's ridiculous. Okay, so how long have you guys been doing this?
We got together about 6 years ago total. And like I said, I got off topic with the other bands, but
Yeah.
like I said, we had an old singer named Ray and we had another bassist named Nick. For 6 months we were together and we recorded a song. And it was like I don't even have fucking that song anywhere anymore, but it was an old song I wrote back in the day. And it was called Burn, and we recorded it at GCC Studio because my drummer Wyatt actually went there to get a audio engineering degree.
Oh, nice. I think that's where Elliot took some classes too. Shout out Elliot Dix from Rundown Roommates. Love you, buddy. But yeah, they actually have a pretty dope music program from what I hear. I mean, like so many people want to go to that CRAS, the Conservatory of Recording Arts and Sciences. Yeah, it's expensive as fuck. It's
Money,
expensive
money.
as fuck. It's a lot of really dope shit.
Oh,
Don't
yeah.
get me wrong, for sure. But like, I see a lot of dudes who didn't go there who are fucking animals behind the board. You
Oh,
know what
yeah.
I mean? Like great producers and engineers.
My producer self-taught. I've been to a lot of producers, man, across Arizona, a lot. And my producer right now, Jungle Pop Recordings, sick as fuck.
Jungle Pop Recordings. Where are they located at?
Over here off of 35th and Thunderbird.
They have a Facebook or anything like that?
Yeah, they have Facebook, Instagram.
Can you look that up, baby? I want to check that shit out. But dude, that's fucking dope. How have you been? So you've been with them for a while too, then?
I go. His name is George Jorge Santa Cruz. He's my bro. Me and him. Wyatt introduced me to him, and I was like, I went over there, open-minded, ready to meet the new producer. But my last producer was just, he wasn't very good. Our track still had like the click track in the back after he did final edits.
Oh
and,
shit,
dude, he left in background noise. Like, I was like, damn, dude, like I can't release this like that. So when we finally got George, I was like, dude, I was like, this guy, I want to meet him. I want to see how he is. I want to get the feel of him. That's how we recorded the single Powerline. So we recorded Powerline with him, and it came out sick. We loved it. I was like, this is my guy. He loves to fucking smoke. He loves to chill with us. He's a really cool guy. He cares a lot about the music. It's his name on the line too, you know?
Yeah.
And he really takes that in consideration. Like, he really is patient and really precise with every edit he does and make sure we're okay with this. We're good with that. Like, no matter what it is, he'll send us timestamps on the regular and say, you guys cool with this edit? You guys cool with this? You guys cool with this volume change? He's really fucking precise with that shit, man.
That's really good to have too. You know what I mean? Like, that's just great to fucking have, for sure. Especially like our engineer. He's also my bass player, but Jeremy Daniels, man, like he's same thing. You know what I mean? Anything that we want, and like he's got notes on things and stamps and everything. He's fantastic at what he does, and he's really come a long way with. I remember I met him maybe 4 years ago now, because I think we've been a band for like 5, and he had a studio in his garage, and then he moved spots, and then he had a studio in his second house that was in his backyard, and then he just got the AM radio station, or old AM radio station. That's just like the new home base. Like that's sick. You were telling me it has like 5 different rooms in there? Dude, yeah, it's fucking
That's
awesome.
so fucking beneficial.
It's dope. You'll have to come by sometime, bro. Like,
Yeah, dude, I would love to.
I'm going to be there a lot next
I was
month.
gonna say, you're going there next month, so
Yeah.
I'll come with you on the
Dude,
set.
absolutely,
We'll
bro.
fucking
That'd
smoke,
be a
chill.
lot of fun. Did you find anything on that recording studio? Everything going okay back there, honey? Hello? You go
Yeah,
check on?
everything is good. Just trying to find it.
Oh, okay.
Yep.
Oh, okay.
Oh, go to Insta.
Insta?
Yeah, that's why I follow him.
Oh, cool.
Jungle Pop Recording. Yeah,
Jungle Pop Recording. Cool.
Good stuff there, bro. But like I was saying, yeah, we recorded Burn with those guys, with my old lead singer Ray, and then my old bassist Nick, and it didn't really come out too well. So that's when we were kind of like, well, I think we need to make a singing change. It just wasn't going in the direction we wanted to go into. They were kind of influenced by older bands, and we were kind of looking towards more like, let's go, what's next? What's next in music, not what was.
Yeah.
Nothing wrong with people playing what was. I'm all for it. I love,
But when you get new styles of production and engineering and moving into the future when it comes like to that stuff, it's hard to deny.
and you can see where it's going. I mean, everything's a little more electronic. There's a little more, editing going on, but
Yeah.
you adapt with those times and keep your style. Kind of like Silverstein I did on their last album. I really loved their last album. If you listen
I didn't
to
get a chance to see
Silverstein
it. Oh, these are so these are the homies right here, right?
Yeah, this is
You give
George,
a little
bro.
scroll, honey.
Yeah, he's in a band called Arms Reach too. They're a punk band.
Oh, okay. Oh, check that. Oh, dude, that's dope. Click on that poster right there. That show poster. Yeah. That's fucking sick.
Arms Reach is sick, dude. I love they just came out with an EP like 2-3 months ago. I've been listening to that on nonstop
Really?
on replay.
Arms Reach. Dude, I gotta check these guys out. Have you ever heard them, honey? My girlfriend and her mom are really into the scene too. But
Yeah. I saw her mom. I see her at a lot of shows. I see posted on like some of those
Yeah.
rock pages I follow on Facebook.
Oh yeah, Drinking with Pam.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Pam.
she's the best. Have you ever heard of this band, honey?
No, I haven't, but I definitely want to check it out.
Yeah, live stream at the Nile. I just heard about that happening. Oh man,
Yeah, these guys are good, man. They're a really good punk band. Like, they're punk.
that's dope. Yanni, can you see if there's any pictures of like studio and things like that?
Yeah, I think just go a little bit more down. They got a pic of that.
Oh,
There it is.
there we
There's
go.
one.
Oh, nice. Yeah, nice little fucking
He got
control
his-
desk and everything. Orange cab. Here we go. Or head.
We use all his equipment, man. He got an EVH. My guitarist is a huge Van Halen fan, so he used his
Dude,
EVH
yeah,
on
that's
this last.
that's
on
a
our
dope
EP.
ass fucking piece of equipment as well. Those sounds so good. I play off such shitty equipment.
Oh yeah,
I play off this digital like single 12 Marshall code is what it's called or whatever. The reason I like it though is because like I can just stash a bunch of effects because like I used to play hip hop stuff and then I play in 2 other bands. So the fact that I just have like everything on hand,
Right, you can
in
just change
different
your style
banks,
and any-
like, oh yeah, is this your homeboy right here?
that's him, man.
The man, the
George,
legend.
right there. He is the man.
Shout out Jungle. What is it?
Jungle Pop Recording.
Pop Recording. I love it, dude.
Big recommendation.
What are you saying, CJ?
Nate Del Cid?
Who's Nate Del Cid?
I don't know, it was just someone else who liked it. It was just crazy that I saw his name.
Who is that?
He's like a guy who used to be in a hardcore band. It's all like
local hardcore guy.
Yeah.
So CJ from the couch is telling us that he's also part of a bigger, like it's just a big circle, you know?
Yeah, dude, this band is sick. I just love meeting new people in this this world,
dude,
man. Like,
absolutely.
and I'm just getting exposed to it. Like we were doing a lot more different stuff before we started playing more local shows at bars and different venues.
Dude.
We were in the Alice Cooper's Christmas pudding competition before.
That's what you were saying to me at the show, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah. There was, I think, 200 bands and then 100 solo acts because they break them up in categories. You can't win. You can win a solo act prize and then you can win the band prize. So there was 200 bands and there was like 100 solo acts. And we made it to the top 10 bands.
Oh shit!
Yeah,
that's a big deal.
It was a good one. I mean, they throw challenges at you. You know, like they'll say, "Well, you got to give us a cover, but make it your own rendition." Because you do, you get in there and you play your original, but they only let you play like 30 seconds, and that's how they decide if you're even going to make the cut. There's more bands that tried out, that didn't make the cut to even get.
That sounds like
past
fun,
the
though.
Oh, dude, it was a blast.
Dude, that sounds like a lot of fun. Dude, so we played a show. I just came back from Lake Havasu, and we were playing with this band, TV Tragedy. It's their first time playing this lineup. My homie from Chris and this band FOL. He's playing drums for them now. I've had a few of those guys. I've actually done a podcast with all of them. And dude, they tore it the fuck up last night. It was fucking dope. Babe, can you look up some TV Tragedy shit real quick on Instagram?
You know what's funny? I told you I was watching your interviews. I told you I was listening to them. I heard the one you did with TV Tragedy, and I checked them out last night.
Oh, did you really?
I did. I checked out their last album.
The one that just came out, the fall?
Came out, yep.
Dude, that shit is hard, bro.
Bro, that single they came out with, I saw it on YouTube first, and I liked the video. That is catchy.
Those guys are fucking awesome, and they tore it the fuck up last night. Dude, the show went from like really fucking awesome to absolutely fucking crazy that the cops came and like shut down shit. Like,
I love that.
Like, that was when we did the podcast. Yeah, these guys are fucking awesome. That dude on the left, Chris, right there, he's in a band called FOL, and they were pretty much like really getting going when we were, and so we got invited to go play a show with them at this fucking coffee shop in Prescott.
Yeah,
and we have been inseparable for like the past like 5 years. Like,
he's a cool guy, yeah.
Oh, dude. Well, him, his bass player Dave, Aaron Jones. Like, it's just a 3-man group, and my band's a 3-man group, and we just like. All three of us just became inseparable.
Like 3-man groups, dude.
I love it. It's a lot of fun. I'm in a 4-man group as well.
Yeah.
And I definitely realized like how much harder that is.
Oh yeah,
it's crazy.
More personalities to the mix, dude.
Oh, way more personalities. It's not even like the personalities, but it's like schedules and shit like that.
Oh yeah, it's hard.
Like I can probably work around 2 people's schedule. I can probably do that. It might be a little hard, but I can probably do that. But like now I'm adding third person, and like how does this third person work with all of our schedules? And you see someone just drop out like so often. In these 4 people bands, you go through lineup changes
all the time.
Yeah,
my producer George. I mean, he just lost his. I think he said drummer. His drummer moved for the virus. I think he moved to Chicago or something. So now he was in the market for a new drummer, but he's in a couple bands. It seems like everyone on the scene's in a couple bands except.
Dude, it's fun to be like. I always told myself, I'm like, there's no way I could just like do another band for sure. And then my bass player is part of like 100 bands, it seems like. He's so fucking good. He's really talented though. He plays drums, bass, guitar, mandolin, harmonica.
Bassists are always needed.
Yeah. Dude, he's a beast, bro. So like when he started getting involved with shit, I was like, all right. And then my drummer is a music teacher. He was teaching drumline. Like he's a fucking awesome guy. He's a beast. He's done marching and did college marching and shit like that.
That's sick, dude.
He's really, really, really fucking good. So he's constantly teaching kids.
Smart musician, yeah.
Yes.
I love hanging out with
both of these guys are fucking geniuses, and I am an idiot. Like
I'm in the same boat, man. Yeah. I feel that way when I'm around my bassist and drummer. Like me and my guitarist are just self-taught, like raw as fuck. Like my drummer and my bassist, very knowledgeable on music. Dude.
Okay, so you see that amp? I saw that that's my bass player's pig nose.
Yeah,
I saw that you guys fucking had one, dude. I recorded like most of my first album on that with my guitar tracks. Like
sick
all
sound,
that.
Right?
Dude, you max that thing out, it sounds fucking amazing.
Raw as fuck. Like
dude,
that's some grungy ass sound,
dude.
And
like I play like really high end shit, so it's like super punky. You know what I mean? Like
you get that pure punk sound.
When I'm playing with the Telecaster and just got it on like the high end pickups and shit like that, like it just sounds so fucking good. and so much like good disdain, and it's dirty and like.
That's the big thing about it. I love how fucking dirty
Oh
it
man,
is,
it's
dude.
so good, man. It's fantastic. I don't know why I don't have one yet, but like, I really just don't.
It's funny when my guitar is, because that's Bryson's pig nose, and when he showed me it, because he had that thing forever, man.
You can pull that off, honey.
He showed me that shit, and I was like, dude, what does this thing even do? And he showed me the sound, and I was like, that's fucking sick.
Yeah.
That's something else, dude.
Dude, I loved it, man. And my bass player plays like a pretty dirty bass too. Like Elliot's bass is not like a very clean tone. It's not like it's dirty. Like he makes sure it's like got just enough gain and overdrive and stuff like that.
Yeah.
And like I play with a lead bassist. I'll show you like some of my fucking bassist shit, like you can hear in a few songs after this. But dude, it's so fucking gnarly what he can do with a bass guitar.
Those talented bassists like that, the band, they can make your band like Flea, Red Hot Chili Peppers.
Yeah.
Like,
Well, Flea was in Fear too, if I'm not mistaken.
Right,
yeah.
right.
And you're absolutely fucking right.
yeah, bassists can make and fucking break a band, dude. Like people undervalue bassists, honestly. I
Very
think
true.
bassists are like important as fuck. I try to bass the shit out of my tracks.
Oh, dude, same here. Especially like because I'm a big Rancid head. I love Rancid. So like
Rancid's
Matt
cool.
Freeman is just
Yes.
a beast of a bass player, you know. And like so when I met my bass player, we ended up living together. Like that was crazy. I just moved into this place because I had no fucking money, and he was there too. Like we were living at my buddy's house, and we'd not met each other, and that's how we started the band. And so he was like, he had heard me playing some songs, and he was like, "What? You wrote those?" I was like, "Yeah, like just some shit I'm fucking around with. Like I don't know what I'm gonna do with it. I don't have a band."
Yeah.
And he's like, "Dude, like." Come with me. Pulls out all his fucking instruments. I'm like, holy shit!
You didn't even know this
who the
guy had
fuck are you?
instruments.
He's like, you're with me now. And he's like, dude, we're starting a band. I'm like, okay, like, fuck yeah. And I was like, do you want to play like guitar? Like, cause he's an amazing guitarist. And he's like, actually, I want to play bass, but like, I don't really know what like punk bass is. And I was like, have you ever heard Maxwell Murder by Rancid? He was like, no. Fucking flip this shit on immediately. And I just watched his jaw drop and his eyes drop looking at a speaker. That's like the best thing when someone's trying to look at sound and they're impressed by it. And he's like, you want me to play bass like this? I'm like, I want you to do whatever the fuck you want. And he's like, we're fucking doing this. And he shreds these fucking bass lines. I play with a lead bassist. It's awesome, dude.
Hey man, it leaves a little bit of pressure off you. That's
Oh, dude, I got 4 chord songs, bro.
That's how I feel with my fucking lead guitarist, man. I'd say, hey, you take it all, man. Take the solos. I have one solo on like our entire fucking 11 song set list.
Dude, yeah, so you guys are recording, or did you just wrap up?
We just wrapped up. We're just waiting on George's editing and mixing and mastering that whole thing, man. And after that, it's getting released. We're going to try to release it through a press. So we're going to try to do alternative press. I was emailing them the other day trying to get something set up, see how much that was to release through them.
Nice. Dude, that's fucking awesome. That sounds complicated, too.
No, George is the one that turned me on to it. He said he released through a press company and he got like 10 or 20 times the streams that he originally had from his last album.
You're kidding me.
So he was like, I think his Arms Reach album is like average of like 25 to 3,000 streams per song.
No way.
Yeah.
That's crazy. I mean, like, because distribution is really hard now. You know, like distribution is different.
Oh yeah, way different now. He said that they did vinyls. They released vinyls.
No shit.
Yeah, he said it was pretty expensive, like kind of expensive to get that many vinyls, but he was like, it was totally worth it. Like it got the name out there way more. And
Yeah. People, it's so crazy how like I love digital music. You know what I mean?
I do too.
I love that like everything I have is on a fucking playlist, and like if I want to look for something new, I get it right away and add it to a playlist.
Exactly.
You know what I mean? Like I love that shit. But like, who doesn't love getting a fucking record? Like something you can hold on to.
oh yeah,
again,
look
you
at
know?
the fucking records on the wall, man.
Yeah, exactly.
They're just the dope to have, the cool decorations. You know, like it's cool to fucking play on a record player. They have a different sound on the record.
They
player.
sound really good.
Oh, yeah.
I have a Boxcar Racer vinyl that like, dude, like the intro for it, like, you know, like the intro to that album with all the piano and stuff. As soon as I put that on, I was like, this sounds so different.
It just got a vintage sound, you know, like a little bit like you just think Led Zeppelin right away all the time. To me, I just think I've listened to old Led Zeppelin fucking records and old Ozzy records, and it gives that feel, that old vintage feel when you throw that shit on.
I really like. To me, it really hits like Johnny Cash and shit like that.
Oh, yeah.
Because when I was staying with my uncle John Casey, shout out John Casey of Brian Cooper's Ghost, he's a big record head, and he had all sorts of shit he would pull out. He had hip hop albums. Like, he used to be a DJ, so he had these crazy ass ones that were like, you know, beats on the back and like all a cappella on the front and stuff, and it's some Johnny Cash ones. And so like, it just goes back to like, especially like the Johnny Cash shit, like storytelling at its finest.
Oh, yeah.
You know what I mean?
Just a whole different fucking. These are the legends, dude. These are
Yeah.
like what I just hope one day history remembers like my band as, like just the
Dude,
legend
yeah.
rock and roll, like a whole different era, like the Nirvanas, the Led Zeppelins, the Guns N' Roses, those big premier bands that even though they're too old, they still tour. Like,
Yeah, dude. And that's like, dude, so I panicked when fucking like shows went out. Like when we were like,
Oh, yeah.
no one's playing shows.
Oh, yeah.
I panicked and I did this. And I was like, well, if I'm going to leave something behind, it's going to be these conversations that are absolutely organic and like they're not scripted. Like, you can say whatever the fuck you want here because this is what I do.
this
you know what I
is,
mean?
it's just
like,
good combo. It's a good vibe.
yeah,
and shit.
exactly. And I'm like, I at least want to like leave that behind and like give some musicians like a little fucking hope if I can. You know what I mean?
It really felt like it was never gonna end, man.
Oh, dude, I was so scared. I'm not like scared of the virus, but like really scared of change like that.
Yeah, I was scared that the music scene was gonna die. Like, and it in rock and roll right now, it just feels like it was already kind of getting second to rap, you know, in hip hop and the bigger genres like that. And I was like, well, this isn't helping. Like, you're taking away the scene, you're taking away venues. Venues are closing. People are losing jobs. People are losing
Yeah,
money.
man. I had one of the bartenders from she had been bartending there. How long was Lola bartending at Club Red? Like 5 or 6 years or something like that. Yeah, really good run there. So she had, you know, seen so many bands and whatever. And when they heard, she got the word that, you know, Club Red was no more. It was wild for her. It was wild for all of us.
Yeah, that
But,
was
like,
pretty shocking, dude. I saw it on Facebook. I was like, no way.
Yeah, dude. It
Was just a legendary fucking venue, dude. It was.
Yeah, I got to play there with Agent Orange one time.
Whoa, you played
yeah.
with Angel Orange?
Yeah,
That's sick.
I got to play with them on the big stage there. That was a lot of fun. I never played the smaller stage, but I feel like I saw so many fucking cool shows on the smaller stage.
Right.
But that venue, you know, something's gonna have to be done with it eventually. And
You can't just stay empty space.
there's no way, man. You got 2 stages. Like,
Yeah.
are you kidding me?
Someone's gonna invest into it, man. They know the music scene's back. Like this, what I've been seeing posted on all the Facebook pages I follow, on Instagram pages I follow for Arizona rock and roll, just in general.
Yeah.
It's just crazy. The music scene's coming back hard as fuck, and I am so happy about that.
Oh, dude, it's coming back strong. Like, so I just played for the first time 2 weeks ago, and I just got on stage last night. Before then, I went to like one of the first real shows back. I had played like an acoustic show to like that was kind of soft. I'm like, okay, like there's some fucking people here.
Yeah, you just kind of test the waters.
Dude, so we went to this fucking show where our buddies Blotter Vision were like doing like a little debut show, and they had 2 acoustic acts open up for him, which Critical Miss and Meatbag were fucking awesome. For one, they're the greatest people. They have awesome music, but I could not believe like how packed it was for these fucking solo acoustic people just singing punk rock songs, and we were going nuts. Like,
That's awesome.
It was ridiculous. And then I watched this band go on, and then he comes off stage and gives me mushrooms, and then like, and then I'm like doing mushrooms here. So I go lay in the back of my girlfriend's mom's Jeep for a minute, and I just start hearing like voices I immediately recognized but hadn't seen forever. Like, where's Silva? Where's Silva? I woke up and I was like, I need to see my friends. Like, it was awesome, dude. Like, it
Hell
was
yeah.
so cool. And honestly, like, I've been to a few shows now, like since then, and played one there, like with the full band again. And it's like, it's almost seeming like it's never going away again. You know what I mean?
Yeah, it feels like this is coming back, and this is coming back fucking strong.
Oh, dude.
And I am happy that Arizona music scene is like growing, bro. I can see it growing.
I can't believe how tight it is. You know what I
Oh,
mean?
yeah.
Like, you know, I don't play any of the same music that you do. I mean, maybe, you know, if we want to play a punk song together,
Right,
but
right.
like, you know, like we don't cross paths that often,
Right.
you know? And like, here we are, you know,
Hanging out,
drinking
fucking-
beers,
drinking
fucking
beers,
smoking
smoking
pot,
weed,
like eating edibles and shit. Like, this is salute, bud. Oh. But I just knew immediately You guys were awesome, and then like the fact that you even had like 5 minutes, 20 minutes, whatever we talked for, to talk to me. I'm like, dude, these guys are fucking awesome. Like, there are so many good people that are musicians. So like, it's great to see you here, bud. It really
Dude,
is.
Thank you. I'm so happy you invited me onto this. Like, I was just stoked to just talk and just get this out to other people, other musicians I know on the scene. Like, I want to meet people on the scene. Like, I'm brand new to this.
Come with us, buddy.
That's what I'm here for.
Come with us, dude. Austin will tell you, like, Austin,
Family, man.
it's a huge family. Austin came in. I've known his fiance for some time. We went to high school together, and she
Yeah.
was taking our photos and all sorts of. These guys do everything for us. They're amazing. If you guys fucking need music videos, you need to hit this guy up.
Bro, he showed me a setup. I'm just blown away. Like, what? This is some like top notch shit.
Thanks, man. Well, the equipment's mine. You're the one who uses it. I don't know how to use any of this.
Tyler brought it. You're the brains behind the operation, dude.
I don't know how to use any of this, but these guys are fucking awesome. So, how long have you? When did we meet? Like 4 years ago? 4 years ago. 4 years ago, like he comes in and you're like, "Hey, what's up?" Like, I'm Amanda's new boyfriend, and we're like, "Oh yeah, like." We're really happy to see you. We hated her last boyfriend, so like,
Finally, move on.
Yeah, it was nothing even like we gotta check this guy out. Like, nope, it's not the last guy. Like, let's get this guy in here, and like, but he turned out to be fucking awesome. Ended up living with this guy, but he started. You've been coming to shows since the get go. You know what I mean? Like. He just started coming to shows. He's like, this is awesome. Like, you should meet these guys. Like, we can meet them. I'm like, yes, we can meet them. Like, he's been with us forever. And like, how many bands do you think you've met and like got to see now? Like, how many shows do you think you've seen now? Like over 100 or something like that.
Dude, that just has to be an experience right there. Like that's I want to go witness all these local bands. I want to see them. I want to get the influence.
They're the coolest
off of them.
fucking people, dude. You have to come spend a weekend with us.
Yo,
like,
fuck yeah.
Absolutely. If you're not doing anything, what is your work schedule like?
I work 4 a.m. to 9 a.m. every day, and then if I feel like staying 8 hours, I can till 12:30. But I usually generally get off at 9 a.m. and I'm off Monday, Tuesdays.
Monday, Tuesdays?
Every Monday, Tuesday. That's why I'm
Damn,
just like,
bro. You got to get some Fridays.
But
and
I could say
Saturdays.
I got a ton of vacation time, dude.
Do you?
Costco gives tons of
You
vacation.
fucking cash one in this Friday if you can.
Yeah, I'll fucking get one in.
Dude, we're opening up for TV Tragedy for their album release.
I want to see TV Tragedy. I shout out to TV Tragedy.
yeah,
I looked them up and I fucking loved them, dude.
Dude, you should come to their album release this Friday.
Where's that?
It's at Yucca Tap Room, Southern.
Okay, you
Mill
were telling me about that right before the show.
You gotta come.
I
dude.
gotta go.
They got like 25 pinball machines. They spin locals like on the jukebox.
You're not the only one telling me about Yucca. Dude, everybody's been telling me about it.
Oh, dude, and like not only that, they're the one coming out the fucking gates right now. You know what I mean? They are like, first of all, they didn't forget about locals at all.
Right.
I got my homie Patrick Sexton from Reza Unknown. He's opening up for Get Dead like this fucking Thursday, and like that show's gonna be fucking packed. A bunch of our homies in Mad Dog Tannen just opened up for Authority Zero at the Marquee this last Friday. Like,
30 sick, bro.
yeah, I got to play with them for a handful of times. Jason DeVore is one of the nicest fucking.
Man,
human
everybody
beings
tells
ever.
me so many good things about
Yeah,
30
dude.
Zero.
If I run in, like, if sometimes you'll see him at Yucca. He's really supportive of the locals. He plays a bar down the street over here called Tim Finnegan's on 59th.
Oh, I've heard of Tim Finnegan's.
59th and Bell. Well, we used to live across the street from it. We went all the time. And Jason, like, we just heard Jason DeVore was doing acoustic shows there. We're like, what the fuck? So we'd go there and he's like, hey, what's up, man? Like, I've met him backstage at the Marquee a few times when I got to play with him there and stuff. The nicest fucking people.
Dude, that's sick, man. I would love to meet Authority Zero. Obviously a fan of them. Everybody knows Authority Zero.
Oh, dude, yeah. Like, I'm sorry, but like, if you're like, oh, everyone loves Authority Zero, yeah, we fucking do.
Yeah,
like,
we do.
We love them because, like, first of all, they have amazing music. Second of all, they're the nicest fucking people.
And even if you don't know them, you've heard they're the nicest fucking people. Like, I've heard
Yeah.
that multiple times. I don't even know them, and I know they're gonna be fucking dope.
It's so crazy how dirty and like nasty music like a lot of us make, and we're like the softest people.
My bassist over there screams his fucking head off, and he's just the nicest guy in the world. Dude.
Like, dude, a lot of these guys, like Drew from fucking Blotter Vision and Birth of Monsters,
Like super fucking quiet.
dude, like he fucking.
Polite.
Oh my gosh, he's so nice. He greets you with the fucking hug, like everything. And he sings in Birth of Monsters. He's the lead singer and the drummer. So he's just going, la, da, 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 da,
Dude, that's insane.
and I'm like, holy shit. Like, it's so good, man.
Drummers that do vocals, big shout out to you. That shit's impossible.
Yeah, Chris from FOL. Like, shout out to fucking him as well. Like, dude, I don't know how Chris does it either. Like, when they do Dreams, Like that song Dreams, dude. Like you just hear him going like I've watched him. He's like back and forth. Da, 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 da. I'm like, how are you doing that? I can barely tie my shoes.
I just simplify my guitars on live shows.
Dude, so tell us about the EP though. Like tell us about this EP.
Oh man, this EP. It's taken a lot of time. We put in over 70 hours of time on this EP.
That's big, man.
Every single song on this EP has over 80 tracks.
Whoa.
Yeah.
What?
Over 80 tracks per song on this EP, man.
How does that even mix? I need answers.
My producer just said, keep playing them. And he's like, keep playing the tracks. He's like, we laid probably 6 vocals for each chorus, like 6 different harmonies for each chorus.
And he's mixing these together.
He's mixing these together, dude. It's coming out crazy. He just gets stoned and just does it, dude. He's just so fucking good at this. His rate is crazy too. He's what, 25 an hour, I think he charges?
Yeah.
Bro, for the amount of work and the amount of love he gives these bands, he deserves like top pay.
Every fucking penny. And like that's if I don't even know what Jeremy charges and shit, but like that's not too far off, but it's worth every fucking penny.
And every fucking penny.
Yeah. Like especially like it's so awesome. To go back to Yucca Tap Room, but like we go there and like they ask for CDs from the locals to put in their jukebox.
That's awesome.
So like I'll just pull up there for a beer and I hear like my homie Meatbag playing and from No Composure and I hear fucking FOL and I hear TV Tragedy. I'm like, dude, this is, and like nothing's going on. I'm just chilling and having a beer and a cigarette on the patio. I'm like, this is the shit.
That's just what, more places, venues with bigger influence and radio stations, they seem to be gravitating more towards that.
Yeah.
Like letting these local bands shine, like show everybody who these local bands are. What is our local scene? Like define us, define Arizona, show us what we are.
Yeah, absolutely. You're totally right. And especially like the whole radio thing is really weird, right? Like,
oh yeah,
radio is strange. Radio is very strange to me.
Radio is a very strange thing.
I mean, we all loved it when we were kids. We were like, man, how cool would it be to be on the radio? You know what I mean?
And then we grew up and we got Spotify.
Yeah, I'm like, fuck it, dude. I'm in everyone else's headphones all the time. As many times as they want to listen to me. Like
you got Bluetooth? Let's go.
But like, shout out to Go Punk Yourself for sure, Craven Moorhead.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, they've played us before
huge.
And stuff like that. I've been playing on there a few times. I got to go check out the studio and stuff like that.
Oh, did you?
Yeah,
Is it
yeah. Cool? Oh, yeah, it's really cool setup. I couldn't do it just because I'm dirty. You know what I mean? Like, I'm like, I'll say fuck every other sentence and shit like that, you know?
We do have like 2 songs that aren't explicit on this EP, and one of them we're kind of going to make the single. It's called Willow.
Yeah.
It's a little catchy little jingle. Like, it's really pop punky, dude.
Dude, fuck yeah, though. Like, I love that shit, man.
I was listening to Green Day and fucking Blink all day before I recorded that one. You'll hear the Billy Joel, you'll hear the influence in there.
Yeah. So like, what did a day look like at the studio? Or I mean, what did the beginning of it look like? Was it scratch tracking? Was it drums? Was it bass?
Scratch tracking immediately. Me and Bryson went in. We knew the BPM. We knew every song. We were practicing for weeks before. We said we got to go in there and just fucking do this. So we knew the BPM for every song we were laying down. Actually, one of the songs, the last song on the EP, it's called 988, which is a reference to the new suicide hotline number. It's
sick.
a song I wrote about suicide prevention. So, that song we wrote 2 weeks before we went into the studio.
Really?
2 weeks, and I was like, I really want to add this to the EP. I was like, I know it's last minute, but I want to add this really heavy song that's really meaningful because I want to appeal to like metal fans. Because at the essence, my guitarist is a metal guitarist. I don't want to, leave him out of the whole influence on the EP. Like, of course. I'm pop punky, but you're metal, dude. You're Megadeth, you're Metallica, you like Five Finger Death Punch. That's cool. Like, I want to let you shine on this shit.
Mm-hmm. And when you like admire that as a another musician in the band, that's what makes you unique. That's what makes you different than anyone fucking else.
Yeah, exactly. That's kind of just like what I want to do. I want them to shine. I know they've been my best friends, dude. These guys are my brothers.
Yeah.
My drummer I've known since fucking the 7th grade. My bassist I've known since my freshman year of high school. And my guitarist I've known for 6 years, but I hang out with him every day.
That's so fucking awesome, dude. Like I don't even know. I have not known my bandmates that long. I mean, we're fucking best friends for sure.
Oh,
but
yeah.
like nothing like that, That's a very special bond. And that's something that does not come by a lot. You know, not a whole lot of people can say they are in a band with people like that.
And it's just, we've all seen the lows, man. Like we had a hiatus for a year. It was the year before COVID. Going into COVID, February, me and my bassist and my guitarist were only the ones in the band. My drummer left. He was focusing on work, focusing on school. You know, it just got engaged. So we were like, okay, Wyatt's stepping back. Like, let's do some acoustic shows. So we did some acoustic shows in January and then one in February at different parties. And I think we did one. I did a couple at, like, you know, the guitarist in an open mic and shit like that, like just to practice. I like to practice live shows that way.
I think it's the best way to do it.
Just, you know, you can fuck up and not really.
Yeah.
But you know, my drummer was taking a hiatus, so we were just playing together, and it still felt right, but it felt incomplete. And then in March, maybe April, I was introduced to one of my friends I've known for a long time, Lane Nadir from Better Than I. Shout out to Better Than I. Better Than I is a cool little band from Safford. And he started talking to me again. I've known him since like my freshman year of high school, but he moved out, you know, the Safford and Morenci area.
Was Moon Valley just a place to go if you were a fucking musician?
Well, there's a lot of musicians from Moon Valley, but that's where my drummer went. My drummer went there. My guitarist Bryson went to Deer Valley, I think. And then me and my bassist went to Apollo. And
Okay.
Apollo scene was not as big as Moon Valley. I know a bunch of people from Moon Valley that just like super on the scene. Like, but so then after April, I met Lane and we started talking again, and we were trying to record this song just because I was tired of not playing music. Everything was closed. I was like, what else is there to do but record? So I laid down an acoustic track for this song I have called Union Hills Drive. And I was living on Union Hills Drive, and I wrote this song. So I was like, I love this song. It's a little poppy song. I actually have it on YouTube. We have a music video to it. But we wrote Union Hills Drive, and Lane was like, hey, why don't you guys come up here? I can do some editing. I could do some, you know, recording. He had a whole studio in his house. So I was like, you know what? Yeah, we've been using Wyatt's little studio. Let's go up to Lane's and just check him out. So we planned on going up there a month in advance. But then Lane called me like on Friday night. It was like fucking 6 o'clock at night. And he said, dude, is there any way you can get up to Safford tonight and play a show?
He called you at 9 at night?
It was like 6 or 5 or 6 at night. And the show was at 9.
Oh, you got to leave now.
Yeah, I was like, fuck, dude. I was like, I don't know if I could do it by myself, but if Bryson's down, like, yeah, I'll go up there and play the show. So I called Bryson. Bryson's like, I got nothing else to do. Fucking picked me up. Woo! We drove to Safford and played a fucking show. Me and Lane fucking clicked again like it was high school. And then we're like, let's do this, dude. Let's do some big shit in music. And he started helping me out recording. And I was playing shows there during the whole COVID thing because Safford wasn't really strict on it. On the whole COVID thing after September, they were just like, oh, whatever. You can play shows. You're fine. They weren't really cracking down. So we played a couple of shows there, and we recorded Union Hills Drive with Lane. Then we recorded a music video in October for it and released that. And that's how Wyatt got back in the band. I asked him, I said, hey, dude, can you drum for this? Because I don't have another fucking drummer. And he's my best friend anyway. Yeah. So he was like, yeah, dude, fuck it. You know what? Yeah, I'll drum for it. And he drummed for the one track, and he loved the way it sounded. And he was like, all right, I'm coming back to the band.
Yep. Dude, that's fucking awesome, man. It's really great when things just come together, and especially like so organically. You know what I mean?
Oh yeah.
Like, you know, not planned, spur of the moment, and like, what? Let's just do it.
Yeah. Like it was just like, fuck it, dude. I'm back in. Like I'm committed, and we were a band for like 5 years before the hiatus. This is our like probably 6th full year. Like 2021, I'm counting as a full year. And this is the hardest we've ever hit it. We have all put so much money into this now. We're investing. We have, our band is an LLC, so we're an official business. Hey. We have a fucking website that Wyatt and Nelson take care of so much, dude. They're just the best, honestly. Me and Bryson, we write the songs, but Wyatt and Nelson, they do all this shit that's just like so tedious, like making the website, keeping up with the social media handles, and making sure all of our stuff gets uploaded to Spotify and iTunes. And
our great friend Morgan. Hi, Morgan. We love you, Morgan Stoking. But she started like everything for us. You know, she did a bunch of music business school and stuff like that. So she really got the ball rolling for us. And she's like, "This is how you do everything. Let me know if you need anything." well, like once it was time for us to
Right,
take
right.
the reins and stuff like that, she moved to California, got married. Fantastic for her. I'm really happy for her. But I suck. And
I am like the most unorganized person, dude.
dude, I'm getting better though, for sure. The hard thing is for me is social media. Like I like looking at it, but like I really don't like posting about myself. Like,
Yeah, I feel kind of like douchey doing that shit, dude.
oh, dude, like it's real. Like I always do a guest-based podcast because like it's not about me.
I do post a lot to Snapchat, but that's just because like I just been building a Snapchat following.
Yeah.
And I was like, you know what, like people want if they're following me on off Instagram because of my shows and stuff, I just want to post more music stuff on Snapchat. So I've been posting kind of like a lot of music stuff on Snapchat. What I do, like playing guitar, how I write music, shit like that.
So I want to circle back to the writing because you were just saying how you have this song about like suicide hotline,
prevention.
That's fucking awesome. That's a lot of substance when it comes to a song, and and interpreting it that way. Can you tell us a little bit more about like maybe I don't know some of the writing on this new EP?
A lot of the writing has come from just all experience, man. I mean,
Which is crazy because like I was really struggling to write this last year because nothing happened.
nothing's happened, you know?
Yeah.
So I had to really dig deep on just what shit has happened to me accumulatively. Like what has happened to me over time? Like what can I remember that really triggered me? And at the time I wasn't ready to write a song, but maybe now I'm ready to reflect and go back and go back into that time and just feel that moment. So the 988, as you were referencing for the suicide prevention, was me just go after the Alice Cooper competition. I took it kind of hard. The band took it kind of hard. We really felt like we could have won that competition, and the winner gets a big prize. I mean, they get studio time with Alice Cooper, and then they get signed by his label. So it was kind of a
That's pretty heavy.
kind of a big deal.
Yeah, that's pretty heavy.
And then we made it so far. It was like, dude, like this kind of sucks. Like. And we didn't play our best song in the semifinals because we thought we were a shoo into the finals. We were just kind of being arrogant. And then that was just kind of reflecting on that. I was like, after that show, man, we were down. We were down hard. We didn't jam for a while. And that was, man, I was getting pretty fucked up after that.
Do you think like the mindset has changed since then? Like for us, or in a lot of these bands, I would say, in my scene, I don't know how many people are chasing labels,
Right.
But I think a lot of people are always chasing the next big stage. And sometimes I don't think you need a label to do that necessarily, but like I can see how it's incredibly discouraging for sure. Like being a top 10 out of these like 200 fucking bands. And of course you felt like you should have won. You know what I mean?
Just
Like,
going through the like process, just going through each stage and just feeling accomplished after every time. Because you'd wait for these emails to tell you got to the next round.
Yeah.
And dude, we would be refreshing all fucking day on the band email, just refreshing. I'm like, dude, have you guys got an email? Like, nope. And then we were just worried. And every time we get the email that says you moved on to the next round and shit like that. And then the last one, we didn't get it until nighttime. And it obviously it said we didn't.
Oh.
And I got the email first. And I don't think I ever told the band this, but I didn't tell them for a couple hours. I sunk it in myself. I wanted to just sink it in.
That's
for
heavy,
me.
dude.
I was like, God
That's
damn, they're gonna be
heavy.
crushed, and they were like, we were all crushed on it, man. It was pretty devastating to us.
Do you think your mindset has changed since then?
Definitely, dude. Like we're not trying to chase that label anymore. We're not trying to. What we're trying to do right now, and this has just been our mindset in the studio, is just we want to change people's lives just with music. I don't care how famous I get. I don't care if I'm fucking a giant band one day. I care about just helping people. If I can just help one person with a song I wrote, like that's fucking cool.
I feel that for sure.
That's my dream now.
I feel that for sure. You know, it's crazy. And this is what I did not think would happen. But I have like a huge following of little kids. I don't write little kid music,
right?
Like,
right.
you know what I mean? Like it's not great. But like their moms hit me up and they're like, you know, he looks up to you so much, and you know, like, you know, he's going through a lot at school and stuff like that, and kids are picking on him and shit, and so, you know, I'll go spend time with this kid and whatever, and it's been pretty wild, you know what I mean? Like a lot of people have come up and said, I fucking love your music. Like, it's really good to listen to. Like, I can't stop putting it on. But like, when I hear that, like,
Oh yeah.
that's way different. Like,
Like,
when I hear like my little buddy Caden, like he goes to school. He's like, my best friend's a rock star. Like, screw you kids. Like, you can't make fun of me anymore. My best friend's a rock star.
That's what it's about, dude.
Yeah.
Like these kids. I remember being a kid and growing up, we didn't have a lot of money. Like my dad fucking ditched out, and then I had just my mom, and it was fucking 4 of us, dude.
Yeah, it was just
Single
me and my
mom.
mom.
Yeah.
I'm the first. So like when I was a kid, it was me and my mom up against the world for a while.
Yeah, exactly.
Totally.
You know what I mean? Like, so we didn't have a lot, and all I had was these little fucking tapes, dude, and this little tape player. Everybody else around me had little MP3s and iPods, and like the older
Yeah.
iPods and shit. And I had this little tape player. Fucking couple tapes. I had an Ozzy Osbourne "Bark at the Moon" tape. I had
yeah.
Led Zeppelin. I had fucking Queen. I had all these old tapes, and
Oh, you would love my bass player. He would go ape shit right now.
and that's what I listened to. That's what got me into music. And as soon as I started listening to that, I think I was like 10, dude. As soon as I started listening to that, I was like, dude, this is something. And I know if I can connect to a 10-year-old like that, like, and it changes them, it gives them a happier perspective on life, then that's just fucking, I'm accomplished. I'm cool.
Yeah, it's cool because like I didn't really have to change who I was to relate to these kids. You know,
Right.
I mean, I love kids to death, but like I did not think like my music would be the thing. You know?
Yeah.
I thought like my music was for like adults and us who fucking party. And,
Party,
like,
punk,
Yeah,
yeah.
like, if I can't throw a brick through a window, I'm gonna make a song that sounds like it. So it was really bizarre. It was super bizarre to me. And there was this little fucking cult of kids. And it was so cool because it is a lot of family friends and stuff like that for sure.
Right.
But our band house was like around the corner from one of their houses, so they would get all the kids there, and we're like, let's set up for the kids at the band house. Like, let's just sneak over there real quick. You could walk there. It was like around the corner. It's super easy. So we would set up there, and like we're like, hey, you guys want to come to the band house? They're like, what? And so like they saw like Elliot's boards and like his monitors and like all the equipment. And we had like a whole live setup and like, you guys want to hear some songs? You know what I mean? And like
Fuck
played some
yeah.
songs, stopped cussing a little bit. You know what I mean?
They're
But-
probably stoked, dude.
Oh,
Like,
dude, it was so cool. And like to this day, man, these kids are still a big part of my life, and it's something I never expected. It's extremely rewarding.
it has to just feel like totally different. I mean, Bryson has his cousin, and he's in high school. He's like a freshman. I think he's a freshman or sophomore in high school. His name's Logan, and he's like became a huge fan of us after we released our last single, Powerline. And like, he messaged me and shit and told me how good it sounds, like the fucking pluses on it, and how he's telling everyone at school. And that just feels sick, dude. Like,
Yeah, and then like you wonder too, like like Avril Lavigne had those moments and shit. Like, I'm the talk of high school. And
Yeah.
shit. And, like, you know what I mean, like it's because I have cousins in high schools too and shit. And they're like, yeah, dude, a few of my friends like know your band. I'm like, really? Like that's really weird, but cool. I'm like, it feels weird because I'm not 30 yet or anything. So like when I hear like people in high school are like listening to me, I'm like, is that okay?
And I just remember being in high school, fucking finding Pierce the Veil was a brand new band when I was in high school, and Sleeping
Yeah.
with Sirens was a brand new band when I was in high school. And then I was thinking back, Greeley Estates. I used to be a huge Greeley Estates fan, and Hawthorne Heights, and all those older like emo bands like that. And that shit just got me right in the fucking gut, dude. Like that was my shit.
Did you you know what's crazy is like I was never really into a lot of the emo stuff in high school.
Right,
Like
right.
it wasn't my type of music. I always had punk around and stuff.
Right.
My first show in 5th grade, I watched Pennywise open up for Social
Pennywise is
Distortion.
sick, dude.
Fucking love Pennywise. First show ever.
Really?
Yeah, I
That's a
watched.
sick
I was
show.
in 5th grade and I watched them open up for Social
Social
Distortion.
Distortion?
Yeah.
That's a
Life changed.
sick
I knew
fucking
exactly
show.
what I wanted to do. Like, there are punk goth chicks everywhere. I was like, just discovering what my wiener even was. Like trying not to like get a boner in my shorts and
Like,
stuff
what's
like that.
going on
Yeah,
around
titties
here?
are going on. I'm like, oh my god, like,
is the best
I'm
scene
like, I need
ever.
to- and like when Broheim came on, it's like, whoa, and there's thousands of people. I'm like, that's what I'm doing. That's it. That's
It's
it
just when
for
you
me.
see those concerts, when you get the crowd involved like that, dude, that just changes everything.
All I do is work with my crowd. I love my crowd. Like,
Oh, yeah.
I am constantly in my crowd's face anytime I can be. But it's I don't even know where we're going with this, but I love playing music. You know what I mean?
I know what you mean, man. And yeah, going back to it, that's how Wyatt got back in the band. But yeah, we've been going strong, dude. The EP's going strong. Like I was telling you about the whole suicide prevention song, and I had to go to a deep place to get there. And I just remembered after losing that comp, like, dude, it was so devastating. I was just getting fucked up all the time, and I just was taking pills, and I wasn't being myself. I was just ready to fucking go, dude. Like I was like,
how old were you, if you don't mind me asking?
At that time, 21.
Oh man, really rough time.
Yeah, we were the youngest. We were one of the youngest bands in the competition.
Oh wow.
Because my drummer's younger than all of us, so I think he was like 20, gonna be 21.
Oh wow.
And then I celebrated my 21st birthday that year. We were in the competition.
No shit.
Yeah, my guitarist just turned 21 2 months before me.
That's a tough time too.
And then my bassist is older than, so he was like 20.
I can easily see how that's extremely discouraging for a group of 20-year-olds. You know what I mean?
Right, and it was pretty harsh. Like we really thought like we were gonna win we were like, we're gonna win this. Like we don't have to worry about work after. Like fuck work, we can win this and play music. And
All the, naming lights. We're gonna be up there with Blink 182. They just got back together.
they got the singer from Angels and Airwaves. No, and that's what we felt like, dude. Like we thought we were gonna win for sure, and then when we didn't, it was just harsh on all of us. And my guitarist was drinking heavily too. He used to drink real heavily before that, but after that we lost, he was going on a down spiral. And I took all the pain from all of us, and I kind of wrote that song, and that's kind of why I really emphasized putting it on the EP. Like I want to tell people not to be doing that. Don't fall into that trap. There's bigger things than that.
It's really cool to take that and put it into like something positive. You know what I mean?
Yeah, you got to. You can't.
Yeah.
It's hard to. I mean, it's hard to dwell on that. Like you don't want to dwell on it. So what better way to like showcase it than to make it to a positive message?
Yeah, being in Rundown Roommates, that's all we do. We make songs about the worst times of our lives and make them the most fun songs we possibly can. Like it's kind of like it feels like I conquered it every time I do that. You know what I mean?
Yeah, exactly.
Like we have a song called Broken Teeth and Rotten Milk, which is when me and my bass player were so poor, I couldn't handle my wisdom teeth anymore. They were cutting my cheeks. It was keeping me up at night. I broke them with needle nose pliers and a bottle of whiskey.
Whoa.
Yeah, I broke them in half.
Yeesh.
I couldn't do it anymore. And then we were so fucking poor. He was pouring cream into his coffee that morning. Like when he saw me come out, like I was like, I just broke out my wisdom teeth, and he's like pouring cream into his coffee, and he's like scooping out the chunks, and he's like, this is our fucking life, dude. And like the next day we wrote like the most fun song about it. Like
you're all in fucking pain.
Yeah, like we wrote the most fun song about it, and like people love singing it. It gets the mosh pit going. It's all like majored out and shit like that.
Yeah.
And, I'll show you some of this shit before you go for sure.
Oh yeah, definitely.
But every time we do that, like I feel like I conquered that part of my life, because we take these like if you listen to Sublime, What I Got. That song is fucking depressing if you were to read it.
Sublime
if you were to read that, that is not a fun day. It's not a fun day at all. And so but everyone loves that song and it makes them feel good. They're smoking joints to it and shit like that. I'm like, that's what we should do too.
And you could take a song and turn it into a positive message. Like that's some fucking talent, dude. That's showcasing like, hey, I can get over this, and I want to help you get over this too. Like if you need something, if you need me, like that's what these songs are. If you need me, here's me.
Yeah. And that's great. People need that.
Yeah.
Especially now, after being so many people were alone this last year, like I think companionship and, community and, if punk rock or, metal or anything like that was a community, it was for kids that were fucking, kind of casted out of something in their life.
Right, exactly.
You know what I mean? And we all found each other. And to take that away from somebody is fucking devastating.
Oh yeah.
It's hard.
That's why I think the scene's getting more mixed, because we're all just coming together, man. We know it doesn't matter if you're punk. It doesn't matter if you're hardcore. It doesn't matter if you're metal. It doesn't.
Kind of matters if you're a juggalo.
If you're a juggalo, get away. No.
They're a different breed, man. Shout out to the juggalos, but man, I can't keep up with what the fuck you guys are doing. But please go on. Sorry, I'm cracking jokes and shit.
Oh no, dude, I love that. I love this fucking vibe. I love this energy, man.
Yeah, man. It's what we do, you know?
Salute.
Salute, man. Oh, man. What was your most fun part about the EP? When you're talking about how many tracks that you laid down, how many hours that you put in, obviously it's a lot of work, but what was like the most fun part about it? Like, was it a certain song? Was it like a certain day you were singing? Was it a certain guitar day?
I think my favorite song day was probably when I did the song on the EP called Second Chances. That's the day my harmonies clicked. I understood. George is really good at able to like dissect where your harmony should be, like what your tone should be. Like George helps me a lot with that. He was like, "Oh, just do this, just do this, just do that." Oops, excuse me.
No, go for it. We can do whatever we want here, dude.
And then after that day, singing that chorus, dude, when he had me do my highs, my mids, my lows, and I just nailed them. I was running through them, and it just felt like so easy. I was like,
just on point that day.
On point, dude. Like the song is sick. It's my favorite song on the fucking EP. It's Second Chances. Check it out.
yeah. It's coming out soon, right?
It's coming out very soon.
Oh, dude, I can't wait.
Once it's edited, I'm going over to George's this coming weekend on Saturday, I think.
Okay. Sick. This is coming out this Wednesday, by the way. This will be coming out this Wednesday.
This Wednesday?
What's the date on that?
23rd, right?
23rd? Yeah, because I play on Friday the 25th. Yeah, that makes sense. Yeah. So this will be coming out on the 23rd for sure.
So probably we're aiming for like end of July, early August.
Really?
Just because of the whole press company, they're gonna decide. They get to decide when the release date is. We just kind of give it to them, and they promote it on their like website. Like if we're trying to get through alternative press, that's like the goal. But they'll post on their website, kind of hype it up a little bit, and then they'll be like, okay, this is the date. Just so you guys know, this is when it's releasing, and then we'll be like, "Hey, this is when it's releasing."
Dude, when it comes out too, like I think you saw with TV Tragedy, but I outsource to Cosmic Soup Recording to get the whole band in to talk about like what they're doing. Would love to fucking have the whole band on to do one of these. It'd be super fun.
Oh, dude. I told the guys that you were interested, because I think you're telling me after the show you were interested, after like a solo interview with me, you were interested in doing like a whole band.
Yeah.
And I heard you do your whole band, your first whole band interview on your Spotify.
Oh, yeah. Dude, awesome guys, man. And the shout out to Jerry Daniels from Cosmic Soup Recording for making that happen.
I loved it, dude. I loved, you broke it down, asked each individual what they're about. Like, that's sick, dude.
I love it, man. It's really cool. I mean, maybe as musicians, we listen to things a little differently. And not only that, like, I know these guys. So I had so many questions. I'm like, yo, you like, what I brought up, like, you sing songs about, like, holding police accountable. Like, how hard is it for you when you have kids, like, if your kids are in trouble, like, don't you want to tell them to go to the police? And they broke all that down for me. Like,
yeah, exactly.
Of course we do. You know what I mean?
That would be your initial response,
Yeah, it's really cool. I love talking to like people that are parents on this too, because I think they have a whole new perspective of the world than just, loves drugs and rock and roll, you know what I mean? Or whatever the fuck it is.
Yeah, dude, my kids definitely help me.
Are you a dad?
I am.
Happy Father's Day, buddy. Jesus Christ.
Let's
I didn't know.
go.
I had no idea.
I am a dad. I have two daughters.
Holy shit.
Yeah.
That's frightening.
Yeah, one will be 9 this year, one will be 6 this year.
Really?
3 years, 3 days apart each of them. Yeah.
Wow.
They're crazy kids, man. I love them. I mean, they changed my life, dude. That's how I got sober off of high school. In high school, I was a fucking just anything you got, I'm doing.
Yeah.
I was doing like meth on like a lot, and I was doing pills on the reg, and if I can get coke, whatever I can get my hands on, dude, I was fucking doing. Like me and my older brother, we
You did say you had Motley Crue tapes.
Motley Crue, man. I was like, I wanted to be just like him. After I read The Dirt, I was like, I'm gonna be Motley Crue.
What? Dream big, kid.
That's still the goal. It's still the party goal, at least.
Yeah, right.
I still got the youth on my side.
Yeah.
For now. I feel like I'm getting older every day. These kids age,
Did that have a big influence in your writing? Like being a dad?
Yeah, it changes. It helps you like just grow mentally. Mentally, I've just matured like crazy. Just dealing with these kids, understanding, and their response to my songs helped me write.
Really?
When they're there and they like, have a song stuck in their head. If I can get it stuck in their head, I'm gonna get it stuck in like another 9-year-old's head.
I have never thought of it that way. That's like a really crazy way of thinking about it, actually. Because I'm in all these kids' heads. I'm like, I just got to be catchy with
exactly the catchiness, dude.
Yeah.
And my daughter's going to the 3rd grade this year, and she just tells me, she's like, I'm gonna tell all my friends you're a rock star.
Dude, yeah, it's the best feeling in the world, really. I don't have kids. I have no kids, but like I have a lot of kids that influence my life for sure. And it's always cool to hear. Like my fucking main man Caden out there, he tells everyone, he's like, my best friend's a rock star. Yes.
I'm actually the only one in my band with kids though. Like,
oh really?
I just had them so early. Like, I think my youngest Genevieve, because I'm 25, she's gonna be 9. So
holy shit,
it's not a huge.
Okay, wait, what's the math on that? Like,
I was 16. I just turned 16. Just turned 16.
Wow.
Yeah, it was a wild time. We had to grow up fast, dude.
What a so my mom is young too. My mom was about to bust with me walking her high school graduation and then did.
Right.
You know?
Oh shit, yeah.
So and me and my mom are close as fuck. My mom is my best friend, like, and she introduced me to all that music. Like, you know, she gave me my, like, she's like, because she loves like NWA, Blink-182, like Pennywise, like she had all these things.
Those pop punk influences.
Yeah, like she had all this stuff, and then like my aunt, like she was into a bunch of like, because they're from California, like my family's from there.
Huge music scene,
especially then in like the 90s. I was born in 92, you know, so like my aunt like loved ska, my like, and punk and stuff. So like, yeah, so like I had my aunt and my mom, and then like all these fucking just CDs that they had. So I had like Pennywise and Blink-182 and like the Aquabats, and I had so much shit available to me at such a young age, which like it's crazy because I never knew how to outsource to look for other music.
Right.
Like I didn't know what a fucking record store was. Like, you know what I mean?
It just always came.
Yeah, it just always came to me. Like I always had really good music just come to me from my parents and shit like that. So once I figured out about like when I was old enough to like drive, like when I was 16, I'm like, what do you mean there's a record store? What's in there? And they're like, who buys records anymore? You know? And there's all these fucking CDs. I'm like, dude, there's fucking Molly CDs. Like I usually gotta like get on LimeWire for this or something.
Yeah,
like,
LimeWire back. Oh, dude, I remember.
I gotta get computer aids for it. So like it was crazy to me. It was wild, and I just kept discovering like music at that age. It was wild.
I think it's the most beneficial part of being a young parent. Like that music doesn't die on you. Life hasn't taken it away from you yet. Like for me, I show my kids all sorts of music I listen to. Whatever I'm listening to, they're listening to. If I'm driving with them in the car, they're listening to my music. So I mean, they're not just listening to fucking, you know, Ariana Grande and fucking Justin Bieber. Not that I like that. They're good singers. They're very talented singers. But they're not just listening to what the radio's playing. They're listening to stuff I'm listening to too.
Yeah.
The whole new perspective on music. You don't have to just listen to what's shown to you.
And you know what? Like it's so easy for kids to like anything. You know what I mean? Like at a certain point, and then once they grow older, and especially being around a musician parent, I think that like they learn what substance is to music. You know what I mean?
What the whole grind, the whole process of they see me every day, and especially in the last 2 weeks. Like I've just been going so hard, getting ready for the shows. I know right after the CP's done, we're touring. Dude, we're going all around Arizona. We're going up to Flag. We're going up to Sedona. Going up to Prescott.
I got some boys in Payson. Maybe we'll pick up a Payson show with you.
Fuck yeah,
dude, that'd be sick. You know, Squared that I played with.
Yeah,
my second
Squared.
band.
Yeah,
they're out of Payson, and they got, you know, I've played up there a few times actually with them. It's a really fun time, and they're always looking for bands to come through. We'll have to do something like that.
And that's kind of like what I want to do. I want to just capture Arizona, get the feel of everywhere in Arizona, let them know like, hey, we're a band that's coming up. Like this is our EP. We have a good selection of music out right now. We only have just the fucking single on Spotify,
which is awesome, by the way.
You.
Like I'm a huge fan of the single and everything about it. It's clean, like it's super clean. Like when I chug and shit like that, I'm like, I'm so sloppy. I'm so sloppy. And then you hear really good vocals over it and shit. I'm like, God damn, this is a good song.
Bryson definitely gets me on track with that, dude. My guitarist, he's on my ass about just playing clean, and he's such a perfectionist. It's good to have perfectionists around you, and I'm just so like not a perfectionist.
Dude, I have like Elliot Diggs, my bass player, is like, so half and half with that. He's like, you got to be tighter there. He's like, be cool if you left it sloppy there.
Yeah, you know,
like he's still got this like vibe to him, like, but it sounds badass. I was like,
because sometimes that slop is nice. I mean, Kurt Cobain did it all the time.
I do it all the time.
I do it all the time.
Like my bass player and my drummer sit in the pocket and do fucking amazing shit, and then like I just let off some rancid chords or something like that.
You know, it's those chords, it's those notes when you're singing that just make the emotion of the song.
So what's the plan after the EP comes out? Like, what do you want to do?
Go everywhere. We want to play music everywhere, man. Like, I'm trying to go all around Arizona, get the scene, feel the scene, meet people, you know, start playing bars wherever in every town. I'm going up to like Flag, we're going up to Prescott, we're going up to Sedona, want to go to Payson, want to go to Safford, Bisbee, wherever in Arizona, Strawberry. It doesn't matter. If there's a show, we're trying to play it.
Dude, I love the fucking drive. Like a lot of people have your drive right now, but I see it in you guys for sure.
Oh, yeah.
The way that you guys put on the show that I saw you at Starlight, you know what I mean? Spoke to me immediately, especially since shows were coming back, and everyone was so fucking stoked to see you guys. Like,
it felt good. The audience, the energy, like it felt really good. I love when we do our little cover of Santeria because everyone starts singing with us. The feeling of everyone singing with us is just the best feeling in the world.
Of course, dude. A lot of my band Rundown Roommates is a lot of sing-along songs too. It's something that we definitely got going for us. You know, Austin will tell you most of our shit is like 5 words.
It's the best, dude. When people can know what you're saying and hear what you're saying, they're singing what you're saying.
Yeah. So how long? I want to ask you this too. So did you guys do an EP or an album? Like, can you say how many songs it is?
That EP is going to be 5 songs.
Okay, so you're doing 5 songs
Plus a single, so 6 songs total.
That's dope.
Yeah.
Fuck yeah. So how long do you like to write off of an EP for until you do another?
So we have enough songs to make an album. We were just like, hey, EP, you know, a little bit more affordable.
I love
Let's get our shit out there right now. And if a smaller label wants to catch it and they want to, you know, reel it in and they want to get us going in their studio and we can bring George to produce us, I'm super cool with that. Like, that's what we want. We just want to be able to make music on a no time limit, especially because how much time these 5 songs did take us.
Yeah.
It's not like we were just sloppy going through it. It was just when something happened, we were just like, hey, let's add this. Hey, let's add this. It never felt like we were going to run out of ideas until we were like, okay, this is done.
Yeah, you have to put it like,
yeah, you have to stop.
Hey, man, we still have 4 other songs to record. I know we loved the first one, but like,
that's a good 80 tracks on that song. Let's go do another 85 tracks on this one. Like, and we did a lot of instruments. Like I was telling you earlier, one of the songs on the EP is called For the Diva, and that one, it has a little break in between, like before going to the last breakdown, and it has congas and maracas and tambourines and fucking. We had a whole nother. My buddy Javi, he came in. He plays Spanish drums and fucking live shows.
Like all
around
that
the
Latin
valley.
stuff.
He did all the Latin music, so he came in and did the Latin drumming for that, and that was pretty cool. He was really chill to hang out with. And we were like, dude, this is a whole different vibe on this song now. We're going from that back to heavy. Like,
dude, there's this band out here, super fucking huge shout out to Torn at the Seam. Gotta fucking
Torn at the Seam?
Dude, fucking badasses. There's this cover I'm gonna show you. They do a fucking 3 Doors Down cover. Is that what it is of Superman? Am I right on that? Yeah, Superman 3 Doors Down. And it's all reggae'd out with horns and shit like that.
Hell yeah.
I was like, why wasn't the song originally written like this?
Don't you just hear covers sometimes? You're like, why wasn't the song fucking written like this?
Is there anything that like has ever come to mind, like an obscure cover that you've ever wanted to do? Like, you know what I would cover and make it my own?
You know what we did cover? We did a live stream in December. I think it was December 17th or something when COVID was pretty, still really active. We were like, let's do a live stream. We bought a mixer, we bought like 20 mics, we fucking set up the whole garage to make it for live stream, and we did a cover of Run Run Rudolph, which we did in the Alice Cooper competition, but we revamped it, and dude, it was just so fucking fun. And we had a breakdown in it with screams and shit. I got to do the solo because I love the pentatonic scale.
Dude, you're gonna have to bring that up like for a Christmas album or something.
Dude, we love Christmas songs now since the Alice Cooper fucking competition. Like, that was fun.
Dude, this guy shot a fucking whole Christmas special for us. So Austin shot, like, we did skits, we did fucking everything. We did it all out of the house that we were living in. I'll say send you a link for this, but like the lead singer, or excuse me, the bassist from FOL is like reading like a book, like and like he's like, I'm gonna tell you a story, and it would like cut to a fucking
That
skit.
is so sick.
Yeah, like we were trying, we almost put together another one the second year, but we were being like too funny. Like it seemed like, yeah, scheduling. It was tough. Yeah, the last one was
The
really
first
good.
one was just so organic. It's hard to replicate that, you know?
Well, because there was like 2 or 3 bands involved. I mean, like we were all in each other's bands.
Yeah.
At this point, but like there were so many of us that we had so many fucking different skits. There's one with like the drummer Meatbag, who was now playing in other things. He's awesome. I had him on the show, but he's like, he's doing a cooking show in an apron, fucking naked, and he's like, so we're just gonna go ahead and start throwing in our ingredients. He's like throwing beer, just throwing eggs in it, like saying everything he's doing. We had all these different camera angles, and then you just pop them in the oven. You turn around, you see his ass crack, and you pull them out, and there they are. And it was gingerbread cookies.
Dude,
Like,
that's hilarious. Holy fuck.
dude. It's some really funny shit. I gotta send you this Christmas special.
And even before my kids, I love the fucking holidays.
I'm
huge on Halloween. We actually just played a show on Halloween. We did a live stream on that one too.
Nice.
And that one's on our Facebook. We played on Halloween in Safford, 2020. Because like I was saying, they were a little more lenient on the mask policy there.
Yeah.
So we played a little warehouse out in Safford. It was a good time, man. Like shout out to Better Than I, of course, and I think another band there was Megatura. They're a kind of like thrashy instrumental band, you know.
Yucca does a really big Halloween show every year, and
Fucking love that.
they pick bands that haven't really been on, and they cover other bands. So it's like they dress up like them for like Halloween and shit like that. So it'll be like, you know, Reason Unknown as Rancid, or like, you know, Rundown Roommates as like the Interrupters.
Fuck, dude, that's sick.
You gotta come out with us. I am telling you,
Bro,
dude.
at that Halloween show, we did I've always wanted to do this cover. We covered Pet Cemetery.
Oh, really?
And that was when Eddie Van Halen passed away pretty recently around that time. So my guitarist started the whole show by doing the fucking intro to Eruption.
Oh, holy shit.
He did Eruption, and then we went into, at the last note of Eruption was like, wah. That's when we started Pet Cemetery.
That's fucking
It was
cool, man.
a great time.
Oh, my god.
And we had a breakdown. We always do a little breakdown, you know, kind of give our influence. We're a post-hardcore band. So we kind of throw that little fucking screams in there, and it was just a fucking sick time, dude.
Dude, that's what's up. What do you want to do this year? I mean, I know you want to put out this EP, and I know you want to travel like around all of Arizona, but like, are there just venues that are like hitting your head? Like, I want to be here, I want to be here, and I want to be here. Or you just like, have you thought that deep yet? Or are you just thinking cities right now?
I'm thinking venue. I'm always thinking big, man. I would love to play the Marquee. That's my big thing. I want to go
It's
play.
fun, man.
I want to go play the Marquee. Like, and when I was in that competition for the Alice Cooper show, I met a band there. What the fuck? Slaves to Nothing. Slaves to Nothing was in there. I think they're still together. And we were talking a little bit about they do marquee shows. At the time they were doing marquee shows, and they were like, yeah, we want to get you guys on, we really love your style. And then that, like I said, we all kind of went down from there. Just,
Dude, I'll tell you right now, because I've played the Marquee probably like 5 times or something like that now. And like, when you go there, bring a long 1/4-inch cable or bring a fucking wireless. The first time I played, I brought like a fucking 15-foot one. I'm like, this stage is fucking huge. I almost unplugged my guitar like 4 times.
no. And you're the singer, you gotta have all that energy too.
Yeah, so I'm like jumping around. I'm like, oh shit, I just almost pulled my amp and my cable. Oh fuck. So I got like a super long one for the next one. And then like, I was like, this was actually a little shot of us at the Marquee, me with Rundown Roommates and shit like that. This may have been when we competed for Pot of Gold Music Festival, where we got to play with Flogging Molly and No Effects and shit like that.
Sick.
Yeah, that was the first time we played Marquee, is that we did this fucking showcase and we competed for that spot. And not only did we win it, but another band won it, who happens to be the band I'm in now. I'm in Squared.
Squared.
Yeah, like, it was that's how we met. So like, we were playing, and like, we thought they were awesome. Like, dude, fuck yeah, you guys are great. So the guy asked us, he's like, hey, like, you guys sold 250 tickets. And we're like, yeah, we know. He's like, do you guys do you guys want to headline this? I'm like, oh shit. I was like, yeah. He's like, awesome. Like, you guys are gonna go on like 11 or something like that. I'm like, all right, a little late for our crowd, but you know, we'll take it. Like, this is a big deal. And we watched them go on. They were fucking great. We had cigarettes with them and we're, you know, drinking outside. And then we went on and they thought we were really cool too. And we're like, come on stage. And they're like, not only we're going to come on stage, we're going to come throw out your fucking shirts for you. So they came on stage and just started throwing our shirts out to the fucking crowd and shit like that. With all the merch that we fucking had, because we wanted to give the shirts away anyway.
Right.
Like
We
we
give
couldn't,
a lot of shirts
we couldn't
away,
believe
too.
that we sold that many tickets. So we were like,
You're like, thank you for coming.
Yeah, like we
fuck
sold
yeah.
over 200 tickets.
That's awesome as fuck.
It was
man.
super cool. Shout out to everyone that has ever supported Rundown Roommates. We love you guys so fucking much. But you know, after that, like that's another band we just came inseparable with. Like, and now to the point where I'm in it, you know,
Right.
It's really good people, and like when I saw you guys and like got to talk with you guys, I'm like, these guys are easily in like the same caliber of like dumbassness.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, first of all, we like to fucking party. Second of all,
Love
like
to
how
party.
cool are you guys? Like you guys are like not acting like you're higher than anybody. You know what I mean?
Nah,
like
dude.
not fucking dicks. I'm like, dude, these guys are fucking sick. We need to get these guys just somehow with us.
We just
or
want to party
something.
and play fucking music,
Dude,
man.
exactly. And like first of all, your music's great, but like after just conversating with you, like I'm like, hey man, you guys' set was awesome, and just chilling with you, I was like, dude, you need to meet some of my friends too now. Like,
Oh, yeah.
like I needed to have you on for sure to do that.
I was just so excited for the opportunity to just come on here, dude. Like when you told me that you had a podcast and I saw that shit, I saw your production, I saw your Instagram, and I was like, dude, this is like a fucking sick podcast.
Thank you, man. Thank
Everything
you.
looks so nice. Like,
Appreciate it, man. We're always working to make it better anytime we can. And we got some really fun shit planned for the future too. I'll tell you about that after this. It's gonna be fun. I don't want to give away too much, for sure.
don't want to spoil, man.
Yeah.
I'm an active fucking member of your community now, man. I'm listening to your podcast all the
Dude,
time.
thank you. You got to come meet some of my friends, man. I'm telling you.
Oh,
like,
yeah.
Please bring your band and just come hang out with us. It's gonna be fun, dude.
Bro, I know for a fact my bassist Nelson will love it, man. He's like super into the
Dude, you
punk
guys
scene.
should come out this Friday. I'm telling you.
I'm going to, man. I'm gonna tell him that right now after
I'll
this.
send you the poster too.
Yeah, send me the poster.
I will definitely send you the poster for that. Dude, we've been talking for over an hour.
I know, fucking time is flying, right?
Izzy, where can we find the band? Where can we find you?
Anyway, we have a website, mynewaddictionband.com. We have a Facebook, My New Addiction, Instagram, My New Addiction. Anywhere, any social media handle, Twitter, we're on Spotify, we're on iTunes, we're on Amazon Music, we're on YouTube Music, I have a music video on YouTube for Union Hills Drive, like I was saying earlier. And we're trying to get everywhere, man.
Dude, I love you, buddy. Fucking A.
Fuck yeah, dude.
You're stuck with me now,
Love
all
you,
right?
man. Oh, dude, thank you. I want to be. This is a forced relationship I want to be in.
Well, guys, thank you for checking out this episode of The Rundown with Silva. This is my man Izzy from My New Addiction. My name is Tyler Silva, and we will see you guys in the next episode. Bye-bye, everybody.
Yeah, the rundown.
Dude, that was
Rundown with
fucking awesome.
Silva.
Yeah.
Rundown with Silva. The run.